I reported my best friend's husband for tax fraud, and she'll never forgive me. I destroyed my best friend's life to do the right thing, and I still don't know if I made the right choice. Sarah and I have been inseparable since we were 7 years old. We were each other's maids of honor, godmothers to each other's kids, the kind of friendship where you don't need to knock before walking into each other's houses. She's the sister I never had. Or at least, she was. 2 months ago, I was at Sarah's house helping her organize her garage. Her husband, David, runs a successful contracting business. They live in this beautiful house, drive new cars, take the kids to Disneyland twice a year. I always figured he was just really good at what he does. While moving boxes, I accidentally knocked over a filing cabinet and folders went everywhere. As I was picking them up, I saw something that made my stomach drop. There were 2 sets of books. Literally 2 completely different accounting ledgers for the same business. One showed the real numbers, cash payments from clients that were never reported, inflated expense claims, workers paid under the table. The other showed what he was reporting to the IRS. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars in unreported income over the past 5 years. I sat there on the garage floor, frozen. My hands were shaking. I shoved everything back in the cabinet and didn't say a word to Sarah that day. I went home and couldn't sleep. My husband Mark said I should stay out of it, that it wasn't my business. But I couldn't stop thinking about it. Here's the thing, I'm a nurse. I pay my taxes on every single shift I work, every dollar I make. Meanwhile, David's been funding their luxury lifestyle by stealing from everyone else. That money should have gone to schools, roads, programs that help people. And he's just taking it. While honest people struggle. But Sarah. God, Sarah didn't know. I'm sure of it. She's not the kind of person who could live with that secret. She probably thought they were just doing well. I spent 2 weeks in agony. I called the IRS hotline 3 times and hung up before saying anything. I told myself it wasn't my problem, that I should protect my friendship. But then I was at the hospital, taking care of this elderly patient who was crying because she couldn't afford her medications, even though she'd worked her whole life and paid into the system. And I just snapped. I reported him. Anonymously. I sent the IRS detailed information about what I'd seen, and where they could find the evidence. 3 weeks later, David was arrested. Federal agents raided their house and his business. Sarah called me sobbing, completely blindsided. The IRS is demanding back taxes plus penalties, over $400,000. They're going to lose the house. David might go to prison. Their kids are 12 and 9, and their whole world is falling apart. Sarah still doesn't know it was me. But last week, she came over and she looked me dead in the eye and said, it had to be someone close to us. Someone who was in our house. Someone I trusted. The way she said it, I think she suspects. Maybe she knows. Her parents called me a few days ago. They told me that regardless of who reported David, any real friend would have come to Sarah first, would have given them a chance to make it right, would have protected the family. They said whoever did this valued being a hero more than they valued a woman and her children. Her mom actually said, what kind of person destroys a family like this? I haven't slept properly since. My husband says I did the right thing, that tax fraud is serious, and I'm not responsible for David's choices. But Sarah's kids didn't make those choices. Sarah didn't make those choices. And now they're the ones suffering while David's crimes catch up to him. I keep thinking, maybe if I'd confronted Sarah first, she could have convinced David to turn himself in, work out a payment plan, avoid prison. Maybe the kids wouldn't have to change schools, or watch their mom sell everything they own. Maybe I could have done the right thing without destroying my best friend's entire life. But then I think, he was a criminal. 4 years. And if I'd warned them, he probably would have just hidden the evidence better and kept stealing. How many times should you give someone a chance to stop breaking the law before you actually hold them accountable? Sarah's not returning my calls anymore. Our kids used to have playdates every week, now her son won't even look at mine at school. I lost my best friend of 28 years. And I did it on purpose, even knowing this might happen. So tell me, am I wrong for what I did? Should I have confronted Sarah first? Or was reporting him directly the only way to make sure justice actually happened?